is available at the back of the room or is accessible to the public. Simpson.
Here.
Sisson.
Here.
McDermott.
Here.
Gibbons.
Here.
Urbana.
Here.
Hines.
Here.
Johnson.
Here.
Alder.
Here.
I'm here.
You don't count.
I don't vote. Amen. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Item 1, consent agenda. For the agenda, pay the claims, approve the minutes.
So moved.
Aldrich. Ben Johnson.
Simpson.
Yes.
Sisson.
Yes.
McDermott.
Yes.
Gibbons.
Yes.
Urbana.
Yes.
Hines.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Alder.
Yes.
Public forum. I will now close the public forum.
Come on, Tony.
Item 3, approve the road, street, highway budget and expenditure report for the fiscal year ending September 30, 2019.
This is included in your package. It's what is done every single year. It's got to go before the council for approval. This just shows that all the funds that we received have been spent properly and well accounted for.
Any questions? This is something, like you say, done every year. You're part of your budget.
I move we approve. Second.
Simpson, Gibbons,
Sisson.
Yes.
McDermott.
Yes.
Gibbons.
Yes.
Urbana.
Yes.
Hines.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Alder.
Yes.
Simpson.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Item 4, adopt resolution 2019-11, setting the city of Holdridge wage and the salary schedule for the fiscal year ending September 30. So that's already passed. We have to go back. This is basically only for IBEW and the non-union employees.
We don't have a copy of that in our packet.
You do not?
No.
Oh, somebody should have called and said something. Would you like me to go get one?
We've approved the wage.
It reflects
I
the
think we
2
kinda know what it is.
3/4% raise that you gave us. Thank you very much.
Jane did the math using a computer.
What?
Usually we do it, takes about 2 hours, but he did it about 2 minutes.
I move that we adopt resolution 2019-11.
Second by Troyer.
Simpson.
Yes.
Sisson.
Yes.
McDermott.
Yes.
Gibbons.
Yes.
Urbana.
Yes.
Hines.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Alder.
Yes.
Along that line,
Thank you.
item 5, approve acceptance and waiver from the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. And
This is the result of the negotiations with them. This is what the council had approved, and it's just basically like last year, except for the wage increase. And I would ask that you approve it.
I'll make a motion, we accept it.
Mike Sisson,
I'll second that.
Mary McDermott.
McDermott.
Yes.
Gibbons.
Yes.
Urbana.
Yes.
Hines.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Alder.
Yes.
Simpson.
Yes.
Sisson.
Yes.
Motion carried. Before we go to negotiations with the FOP, we'll do the open discussion. Dave?
No, thank you.
Chief?
Just one thing, city dog tags are now available at City Hall. As of December 1st of every year, you can get them for the next year. So all council can march right down and get your tags for the next year. And Mr. Mayor, if you would please announce that on the radio so people, and then Jessica said that they would be putting it on the next electric water bill. I verified with her that the tags were in, and she said they were. And so we can.
I won't have to get a dog tag this year or a cat tag this year, sorry to say.
Sorry to hear that.
Gotta wait and see, my dog's got heart failure going on, so I've got
You can hold out to the end of January.
See if-
After
see if she
February
makes
1,
it.
you need that.
That's on my list to announce that in the morning.
Nothing, Troy?
Jason? Ben? Randy?
Question for Kim. Have we heard anything back from Olson's yet on the ball fields?
No, we have not, except we're gonna try and do a walkthrough of the concession stand next week. We are still in contact with them, been in contact with them today, back and forth with emails with the grant. So I will be in contact with them now for sure, because I need the budget figures for the grant, so I'll be contacting them tomorrow.
I'm hoping we can get something from them fairly soon.
I agree.
I think the concession stand, we okayed that like a year and a half ago.
So, yeah. I'm hoping we got plans to bring to the council at least in January.
Okay, that'll be fine. Thank you.
Simpson?
nothing.
No, nothing? Mary? Mary? We need to get out here because we have one act play at 7:30, so we need to move on here. Rod?
I mentioned to you, we had a little case pending in district court, and the issue was whether our assessments would hold up against the general tax sales certificates. And I went to the hearing. Judge Illingworth was the judge, and the other lawyer from Tennessee, Nolansville, wherever that is, made his argument. He was over the phone. And I made our argument, and then the judge decided that it sounded like we were in the right spot at the right time, and so he had the lawyer from Tennessee journalize it, and I have to sign off on that once he gets it done. I hadn't heard back from him, so I shot him an email today, and he said he'd been traveling, so and he's going to journalize it just like we pled in our answer. So, you know, it don't amount to hill of beans, but I just thought we ought to find out whether them are any good, and they are, if they're done in time.
So in layman's terms, 202 8th Avenue, is that the one we're talking about?
Yes.
And we got a chance that,
Well, what this, they foreclosed on the tax sale certificates, and normally they auction it off at that point in time. I did mention to him that you had a possible buyer for it, so that's been done. At the CRA meeting last night, it lasted a little over 2 hours, and Mary and Doug were there. And, they wanted more information on the Golden Harvest Seed Project out west, so they're going to get more information on that but they went ahead and sent that to the Planning Commission. I think it's got to be rezoned, am I right, Dan?
Yes.
It's got to be rezoned before they can get too far along in the process. And then on the downtown Iron Horse Flats, they had a lot of questions, and they're thinking about that and getting some more information. And Dee indicated that she was going to talk to some council members, so if any of you get the chance, you might tell her how you feel about it, you know. So that's all I got for now.
thank you. Kim?
Nothing, sir.
Ryan?
Nothing.
Christmas lights for,
Got them all up. We started and there were snows coming in and some guys had to finish filling some holes and stuff. So we only had East Avenue up until after Thanksgiving, but the rest are out now. We had to do what we had to do. And the chamber has been talking to the guys, getting their input on replacing 4th Avenue. Those are getting where the sockets are burning up and we can't replace them. So they're looking at getting some new ones for next year. They've been talking to us, getting our input, so I appreciate that.
That's really nice of them to get involved.
Yes, you know.
I have a question, I don't know the answer. How do we proceed with the burned out houses? That we have one at 1317 Sixth and one at 1101 Arthur. What's our next step to get some remediation there to help the neighbors out a little?
Has anybody spoken to the property owners?
What's that?
Has anybody spoken to the property owners?
I
The
have
damaged
spoke to the one
houses?
that, on Arthur,
Okay.
and I really haven't got much response to them.
I was hoping they were gonna do something. They got the
They took the
asbestos.
siding off. I know they took a bid from Samuelson's to demolish, but he's got my phone number.
The other one belongs to
Jamie
Jamie Hayes.
Hayes.
And he was the same one who had the ones on 11th and Logan and has one down on, what is it, South Sherman there.
Yeah.
And I don't know if a letter's been sent to him or not. I was thinking we had contact with him and he was, trying to determine insurance, what insurance would pay. Would be nice.
In our code, any unsightly building, billboard, any other structure, any old abandoned or partially destroyed building or structure, or any building or structure condemned or left unfinished with said buildings, billboards, or other structures are either a fire hazard, a menace to the public health and safety, or so unsightly as to depreciate the value of property in the vicinity thereof.
Yeah, Kim and I will both work on that, maybe.
When was that fire?
Pardon me?
On 6th. What, do you remember what month the fire on 6th Avenue was?
Probably, 2 months ago, probably in October, first part of October, maybe.
Been quite a while.
You're talking to a guy who's losing his memory now. It's old.
If we can send a letter and nudge them a little, get something.
Find out what their plans are.
Along those lines, are we getting a little progress on the Frank property? We had the complaint last meeting on.
Well, we've had a couple, in the last few weeks,
Interactions.
Things got moved around a little bit, but probably certainly not to my satisfaction yet. So we'll be talking again.
Yeah, they're moving stuff around, but they're not taking care of the issue.
So we're probably gonna go to another step and continue upping a step at a time until something happens.
Keep pushing.
We can keep working on it.
Yeah, thank you. Nothing else, item number 6, consider negotiations with Fraternal Order of Police.
If we go into closed session.
I'll second that.
Mary McDermott, seconds.
Sisson,
Yes.
McDermott,
Yes.
Gibbons,
Yes.
Fairbaum.
Yes.
Hine,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Aldridge.
Yes.
Yes.
What's the official time, Chief?
Yeah.
It is 18:15.